So this is a 1993 Evinrude 30 horse short shaft 2-stroke. Long story short on this, like last year, customer bought it, wanted me to check it out, go through it and stuff. I had to go through the carburetor on it, so I cleaned it, rebuilt it, new carb kit, all that fun stuff. Ran it, everything else, good compression, good spark and everything, but the engine would not die. I even tried going straight from the old power pack kill wire, which is the black wire with the yellow stripe, from this side. Somebody wired this up. It wasn't me, but somebody wired this thing up all funky and stuff. But long story short, like I said, it would not die with the key. It would not die if I tapped the black wire with the yellow stripe to the engine block ground or anything. So that meant that the kill circuit in the old power pack was bad. So I installed this new one. I put the installation date on there and everything. Got everything put back together and it's working like it should now. Before I did all that, the way I got to that power pack being the issue is I followed all the wiring from the engine through the boat to the key switch under the dash, all the wiring and fun stuff underneath there, and that's what it ended up being, was that power pack kill circuit. So ran the engine, tuned the carb, everything else last year when I did all that, but was having the kill circuit issue. The engine wouldn't die unless you choked it or put your hand in front of the carb to kill it that way or whatever. But now it's working perfectly fine. It's running good, pumping water good, but it's running on the hotter side. And I'll show you. So this power pack is connected to the temp sensor. If this temp sensor gets too hot, it'll put the engine in slow mode, is what the OMC BRP calls it. Limp mode, pretty much what everybody else calls it. So it reduces the engine RPMs and everything else until it cools back down to operating temperature. I'm using my battery, my tank, my hose, clear gas, non-ethanol, mixed 50-to-1. Start pissing water. So the reason why I'm saying that this is running on the hotter side is because the thermostat's supposed to open up at 143 degrees. The thermostat's up here on this engine. It hasn't gotten so hot where it goes into the limp mode that I could tell, but it definitely is running on the hotter side. That thermostat opens up at 143 degrees and it should stay between like 150 and 160 degrees before, fluctuates the temperature. The exhaust manifold side's good. That's this side. This side's good. But the thermostat side isn't so good. It's running on the hotter side. And I know for sure, trying to replace that thermostat in there, most of those bolts are going to be snapping off. So, yeah. As far as down as the idle, I need to go back up a little bit. Here's the shifter. I don't have the throttle cable hooked up to it. I just have the shifters hooked up to it right now. can see the water coming out of it. Got some steam coming off of it, so it's getting pretty damn hot. There's reverse. Neutral. There's forward. Back to neutral. Like I said, it's running pretty hot. It's running on the hotter side for sure. Look at that. So, yeah. Not sure what the customer wants to do. I know for damn well I don't feel like busting off bolts and dealing with all that fun stuff. That's definitely something that I know it's going to be a headache for sure. But I got it. Key switch is turning on, turning off. Engine's running decent besides the getting hot part. I'm not 100% sure when that temp sensor to the power pack throws it into slow mode. You can see the stream coming off and some hot water coming out of it. So it's definitely running on the hotter side. So yeah, I'm not sure what the customer wants to do, but I got it running good, and I got the key switch, the engine killing with the key switch and stuff now.